Hello everybody, and welcome to the second episode of The Journal, webcasting live from Centennial College. I'm your host, Reza Shojai.
And I'm Sal Monaco. We're really excited to be here this week, and we have some great stories coming up.
Yeah, very interesting stories, from shoe collecting to ballroom dancing. Today we have a variety of topics.
Our reporter Lisa Wright set out to find the pros and cons about tanning beds, and I had the lucky task of finding out how Souvlaki is made.
We also have a live performance from Jordan Armstrong, a member of the Landsdowne Quartet. Almost everybody collects something, whether it's something you turn into a hobby or you get really serious about it. It's up to you. Sal, what about you? Are you a collector?
Actually, I am. I collect comic books, graphic novels, and action figures.
Really?
Yeah, I'm at like 40 now. I keep them in the Fortress of Solitude.
The Fortress of Solitude?
Yeah, my room, the Fortress of Solitude.
What you call your room? Never mind. Anyways, back to our collection report from Omar Eldib. He has a story on collector Ben Gardner, who lets us into the world of shoe collections. Let's check it out.
My name is Ben. I've been doing this for about 10 years now. Long for some, not as long as others, but this is what I do. I work with shoes every single day. I see guys that buy one shoe a year. I see guys that buy 100 shoes a year. I see guys that spend 50 bucks on shoes. I see guys that spend $2,000 on shoes. This is just what I do. Anything to do with collecting shoes is always going to go back to Jordan, 100, 1,000% of the time. What's helping out a lot now is celebrities and what rappers, what music artists are wearing what actors are wearing what. That's just driving demand in certain things. Most popular style. If we're talking volume, I'm gonna go with the Converse Chuck Taylor. Probably my favorite shoe ever. Been around over 100 years. You can wear it to a wedding. You can wear it to a club. You can wear it to the mall. You can wear it at home doing gardening. You can work on your car in it. It looks cool everywhere you go. It's the best shoe ever, in my opinion. Limited edition Jordans, I'm gonna have to say, are the hottest item. When there's a new Jordan that has a lot of demand, that is your technically hottest item because people climb over each other just to get it. Used to be slightly older guys that were shoe collectors, and the older guys obviously had full-time jobs and they had a bit more money. This was what they put their money to. And so they could come in and they could buy more expensive shoes and more of them more often. Whereas now, the shoe culture getting bigger in music and the youth and the teens and the guys in high school are seeing this in music videos, and guys that they kind of idolize, they're gravitating more and more towards it. And with that, you have these guys that they're crazy over it. They're still coming out with things that you can't get. Everyone knows Kanye West. Kanye West teamed up with Nike. They designed a shoe called the Air Yeezy. That was this year it came out. There's 3 colors that were released. Guys camped outside the store for 3 days. 3 nights, 3 days, guys are out there waiting for these shoes. So, I mean, that's an indication of, it's not really going anywhere anytime soon, but that's a perfect example of these guys want something they can't get. They know it's going to be sold out. They know the same day it comes out, it's going to be worth more money than they bought it for, and they can sell it, they can keep it. They feel cool telling people, yeah, I got the Yeezys, yeah, you can't get them, I got something no one else has. You know, it's like a medal. It's like a trophy. Waiting outside, it's kind of like, you bond with these guys that are just like you. It's something special to them. Probably have over, like I said before, over 300 pairs of shoes. I have worn pretty much every single one. There's only one shoe that I've never worn. It's a Nike Heineken Dunk. I got it as a gift from Nike back in 2003. Back then it cost maybe, I think retail on it was $160 or $180 or something like that. But guys were buying it and selling it the same day for about $300, $400. But slowly the price just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. So now I think the highest offer I've had on it is about $900, which I didn't take. And because I got it as a gift, I can honestly say I'm never going to sell it. It's just disrespectful. It's something special. It's something I'm never gonna wear. But my most special shoes, I gotta be honest, it's not my most prized possession, but the most special to me are the ones that I wear every day. The ones I feel comfortable in, the ones that, you know, I wanna leave my house in. I want people to ask me where, you know, where'd you get your shoes, so I can tell them where to go get them. Or I wanna tell people about, you know, this is the Converse shoe I'm wearing, or whatever it is, because I do wear a lot of Converse. So my most prized shoe is probably gonna be not what I never wore because it's worth so much and it was a gift and it's so special, but more the ones that I really cherish and I feel I must have and I need to wear them every day. I'll wear them to bed if I have to. That's my most prized.
Wow, that was great. Those are some sweet shoes. Hey Reza, did you know that Chuck Taylor's been around that long?
No, that's actually quite amazing to think that they have over 100 styles. Guys, we're going to be on a quick break, but keep it on play. We'll be right back. Well, winter is very near, and lots of indoor activities have become more popular during the season, especially gyms and spas. People are always looking for ways to keep active and look good during the cold weather.
That's true. For example, many people go to tanning salons to keep a dark skin tone during these months. Apparently, it can be beneficial, but there is some controversy about it being bad for you.
Let's see what the experts have to say. Our reporter Lisa Wright spent a day at a tanning salon and got all the details for us.
I sat down with Kimberly Leonard that told us a little bit about the importance of UV light in tanning.
What is it that makes indoor tanning so good? The difference between indoor and outdoor is indoor you're tanning in moderation and we control the wattage of bulbs that you're on and the ratios between the UVA and the UVB. Outside it's not controlled.
Okay, so there's a lot of hype about the media saying that skin cancer and everything, if you tan, you'll get skin cancer. What do you think about that at all?
I have to laugh only because it's so not true. You're more susceptible to getting skin cancer outside than you are inside. Inside is such a more controlled environment than outside. Outside you don't know the time of day, the weather, where you are, how close you are to the equator. Inside you're doing the same thing day in and day out.
Yeah, so that being said, like when you're outside, like you should be wearing sunscreen.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I wouldn't go without sunscreen outside ever.
And people probably don't understand like how to use it properly, I guess.
For sunscreen, it differentiates between each product that's made. After swimming, you always need to put it back on again. Within an hour or two being outside, I always reapply it just for, I know my skin type and I know that my skin burn is so much easier outside than it is inside. So with me, I'm constantly putting it on.
Okay, so what is all of this hype about overexposure? Like what does the UV and indoor tanning beds actually really do for your skin?
Okay, the difference between indoor and outdoor tanning when it comes to overexposure, when you're outside tanning, you can be overexposed at any given time, whether or not you're wearing sunscreen or how much clothing you're wearing, depending if you're wearing a bathing suit, especially guys who top with half the time. They're gonna burn quicker. Inside, because it's a controlled environment, you're only going in for a set amount of time every single time that you come. And with us, there is a maximum time that we need you to wait before you come. We recommend 48 hours between each tanning session, but we will allow you to come within 24 hours, but it's gotta be the full 24 hours. You cannot come and stay at like 22 hours and come try to tan, it won't let you. Because if you try to come too early, you're gonna overexpose your skin, which could potentially turn into a burn, which after a while, you get aging, sagging skin, wrinkles, all that stuff that I almost want to hear about. When you're tanning indoors and outdoors too, indoors you're getting your vitamin D. Vitamin D is important for everybody, whether you're a little kid, whether you're an adult, whether you're middle-aged, or whether you're elderly. It doesn't matter, you need vitamin D. We're so deficient between now and March that we need indoor tanning.
Have you come across anybody who has been overexposed and has felt like indoor tanning wasn't good for them?
I haven't personally had anyone that's been overexposed necessarily from indoor tanning. I've had people exposed outdoors, like myself for instance. I've been overexposed outside and blistered and burned and it hurts. But now I know that I can't do that anymore. I've got to wear the sunscreen. Now I know with the past previous that I've had, indoor tanning is much safer because depending on the person's skin type, every person is different, but you could produce your own SPF of 2 to 4, which is definite bonus when some sunscreens don't go up high.
Sunblocs create a barrier that reflects UV light away from the skin. Sunscreens absorb the UV rays and help to prevent penetration through the skin. Caution. Quick tanning products are self-tanners which give your skin a tan color without sun exposure, do not protect the skin from UV radiation.
You know, Reza, CTV did a poll about banning the tanning beds, and 63% of viewers were actually for that.
That's very surprising, especially after we just saw how popular they are. We still got some great stories ahead, and don't forget about Jordan Armstrong's live performance right here on The Journal. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. Up next, we have a tasty story that I know all Centennial students here are going to appreciate. Why don't you tell us more about it, Sal?
Well, I went around the Danforth to look for the best souvlaki and ended up at California Pub and Grill, where they let me into their kitchen and showed me how to prepare it. You know what? All this talk about souvlaki is making me hungry. Let's just check out the video.
Let's take a look.
Hey everyone, I'm Sal Monaco, and I'm here at California Pub and Grill, located at the corner of Pape and Mortimer. And today, I'm going to be taking a look at how to make authentic souvlaki. You start off by cutting up chicken breasts into small pieces, removing any excess fat. Next step, you season with salt, black pepper, some paprika, oregano, drizzled with olive oil and squeezed lemon juice. Mix together and let it sit for at least an hour. Now place the cut chicken pieces onto a skewer. That was quick. It's cooking time. Thank you very much. This smells so good. I wish you were here to smell this. This is good. Oh. I don't know about you, but I'm stuffed. That souvlaki was good. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you learned something. Souvlaki is fast and easy to make, and it's delicious. I'm Sal Monaco for The Journal. See you next time. Take care.
Wow, that looked delicious, Sal. Next up, our producer Ivan Popov brings us a story about ballroom and salsa dancing. Ivan met up with a professional Russian dancer, Igor Shalvarov. Let's take a look.
My name is Igor Shalvarov. I'm 23 years old and I'm a professional dance teacher. I've started at the age of 14. Have been practicing since then, so I guess it makes it about 9 years. By the time I was 18, say 17 or 18, when I finished my high school, I could not decide what exactly I would do in life. I served in the army, I tried massage therapy, finished the college and got my diploma as a massage therapist, but I wasn't happy with my profession. I wasn't happy with my profession as a reserve military member as well. So for me, teaching has become a necessity and a desire.
Next thing that we're going to do, while we're still moving, we're going to do a little cross instead of a close. Cross. Cross. Step. Cross. Okay, let's do it slowly. And one, cross.
By the age of 21, approximately 22, I saw that actually dance teachers are making a very good living, and pretty reasonable living, at least. And they could get the ends together, so to speak. So I would say, thank God that I found out that I can teach in dancing and dance at the same time, because those two things you can mix up and you can make dancing as part of your living, both in teaching and just dancing in general.
We like the way Igor teaches because he breaks everything down into easy to understand steps, and it's fun.
Ready, side and cross. Side and cross. Side, cross. Side, cross. Side.
As a dancer, I have several goals and plans for my future, definitely. Go to the several competitions and achieve several places. That's for my own, I guess, desire. I really want to go. There is a very big competition called the Ohio Star Ball, which is the biggest and largest competition in North America, and definitely would like to go there as a professional dancer and compete there as a professional dancer, and definitely achieve something out of it and experience that. As well as, based on that dancing, I definitely want to get my dancing to the next level, because to be honest with you, a lot of dancers, known dancers, they have something very unique in them. There are a lot of dancers around the world, but there are only certain type of dancers that are very unique, that are being recognized by the public or anybody who is in the dancing industry. I definitely would like to take my style to the level where I can be recognized as that particular dancer, not just like some random dancer. I would like to be recognized as the particular dancer, Igor Shalvarov. He did this on the floor, it was good, or it was not good, or it was like, oh my God, it all depends. But I definitely want to be recognized as a good dancer with a certain style and a certain type of dancing. As a teacher, I would like to achieve my own studio eventually, and I would like my students to be able to do something better than me. Whoever wants to compete, I would definitely encourage them and help them in their competitions, and definitely get them going. Just be there for my students, I guess.
Igor's a good teacher because he has a lot of fun with it. He does crazy stuff. You just have a great time watching him, also learning from him. It's a great thing to go and have fun for a good couple hours. You learn how to dance.
Coming from the person that have tried a lot of different things, I definitely would like to say that do not stop on looking for something that makes you happy. Do not eliminate the goals. Continue coming up with new goals, new ideas, something new all the time. Make it work for you, and maybe it might not work right away, not even in 5 years, or one year, 5 years, 10 years. It might not work right away, but just keep on going. Even though sometimes the hands are really falling down and you don't want to do anything, you're too frustrated. Just keep on going, do what you have to do, keep the goals straight, short-term goals, long-term goals. Sort of, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, and keep on reaching for it.
Wow, that was really interesting. What did you think about that, Reza?
I really liked it. Maybe I should have signed up for one of those classes. Last week we featured a story on the Landsdowne Quartet, and we have one of the members here with us. Please join us. Welcome, Jordan Armstrong.
Cool. Your stage is yours. Wow, that was fantastic. I got a question for you. Can you play the Pink Panther theme?
Yeah, I can play the Pink Panther theme.
That's good. No, that was a joke question, but my actual question is, what inspired you to choose the saxophone over any other instrument to learn and to play?
I started off on clarinet, but it was small and I was small. This one was bigger, it was louder.
Made you feel more superior then.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, I have a question for you also. So when did you guys form the quartet, if I may ask?
It's been a few years, I think 4 years now. We formed as a part of a trio originally, but it makes more sense to write for four voices. It's easier. And then we started getting approached by composers who wanted to write for a saxophone quartet, and we decided to name ourselves and go from there.
Wow, that seems very interesting, actually.
I also understand that you do some teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I mean, I prefer to perform, but teaching is great, and I love doing it, and it's a great way to sort of support yourself. It's really sort of your bread and butter.
Little starving artist type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah? Not much money in the arts, but you do what you got to do.
Exactly. All
right. I was just informed that you were recently on a magazine cover, or a magazine called The Note did a story on you.
A magazine called The Note.
A whole Note magazine, actually.
Whole Note magazine. Yeah, it's mostly just we've got a big concert coming up with my quartet on November 30th, and we just wanted to put ourselves out there, hoping people will come.
Well, everyone, we have reached the end of the show. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Well, be sure to watch us next week for another episode of The Journal. We'll learn more about immigration issues in our city. how the Toronto Island community came to be, and we'll also have a live performance by Your Heart.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We also feature freelance photographer Kareem Ajani, and watch as one of our reporters takes on a new angle on rock climbing known as bouldering. And now we leave you once again with Jordan Armstrong of the Landsdowne Quartet.
Thank you for joining us, and watch us next time right here on The Journal.
CTV did a poll about tanning beds, and 63% of viewers said that they were for banning them.
That's very surprising, especially after we just saw how popular they are. We still got some great stories ahead, and don't forget about Jordan Armstrong's live performance right here on the Journal. Stick around. Welcome back, everybody. Up next, we have a tasty story that I know all the Centennial students are going to appreciate. Why don't you tell us more about it, Sal?
Well, I went around to Danforth to find the best souvlaki and ended up at California Pub and Grill, where they let me into their kitchen and showed me how to cook and prepare an authentic souvlaki. You know, all this talk about souvlaki is making me hungry. Why don't we just watch the video?
Let's take a look.
What am I gonna?
I'm sorry we're experiencing some technical difficulties, but we're going to try to look up for our next little clip. It's going to be on our producer, Ivan Popov. He brings us a story about ballroom and salsa dancing. Also,
You know, Reza, we have a lot of assignments coming up right now, and for the Journal, we have about a couple more pieces. We have 4 more shows coming up, and do you want to talk about some of that? Some of upcoming?
Yeah, we got some 4 great shows coming up. Next week, we have an amazing story on one of the greatest.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Next.
Anyways, did you see the Raptors game last night?
Actually, I didn't get a chance to, but I heard they actually won for
Yeah,
first time in a while.
The Raptors beat the Bulls, and it was actually pretty impressive. I didn't get to watch the live game because I was here rehearsing.
Yeah,
for
I
the
know.
Journal. You were here as well, but
I know, I remember that.
I missed it. I like to watch the live games, but I take what I
you
can
gotta put
get.
your school ahead of priorities, right?
It's true. I'm paying to be here. I gotta
Yeah, you gotta take
make
some.
my due.
Well, anyways, up next.
It seems that our clips are working.
Yes.
So we're gonna actually go to Lisa Wright's clip about the UV tanning bed problem. Let's check it out.